Patrick Washington, Dallas Weekly, here with Mary and Mary.
Hello there.
It's been a long journey for y'all this season. You're something big out. Is there any times that y'all think, well, where we came from, where we are now, some things you miss, some things you wish were the same, some things that are exactly the same? Anything y'all think about that every time?
Oh, I think anytime you go through your journey of life, you look back and you're like, oh, that was a good time. I really loved being there. And I don't know if you necessarily want to relive it. You just want to have more good times. And then there's always mistakes that have been made. Like, I want to go back and apologize to everybody I worked with for the whole first 4 years of Mary and just tell them, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was underdeveloped, unwise. I didn't know how to approach situations, how to handle people. And it was a learning process. So a lot of things learned, a lot of good times, a lot of struggles and things to overcome. But it's wonderful. I think if you're not able to put your dues in and have those times where you have growing pains and you get to the next level, you don't appreciate it as much.
Yeah, there's always a beginning, middle, and end. And somewhere in there is going to be something that you don't like, but even the quote-unquote bad things, I think the things that you don't like lead you to your better self because you learn from those things. So they all serve to make you better. So I actually wouldn't change very much. Yeah, I would keep it the way it is because that's why we are the way we are now.
Something Big album, how did this project come about? And what ideas were spawned in this one that may have been different from previous works?
You know, initially when you first start, you're just making a record. You have this commitment and, the last one had passed. Okay, it's time to make a new record. And I think the songs, after we started making a few songs, then we knew, okay, this is where we're going. I can feel the energy. I know what we're supposed to be doing. And I think Something Big we had recorded some time ago. Yeah. And so after putting other songs with it and you're hearing the messages and you hear them all together, you go, oh, okay. This is what it is, because we let each song be itself when we create it. We don't create a song because this has to partner with another song or this has to reflect something else, because each has their own individual message, but they all connect very well and make Something Big. And Something Big is about pushing yourself to be better, live better, love better, do something big, change your world, change your block, change your street. Do whatever you can to learn and grow, because sometimes you get stuck in this one place and you can only think this way. But if you expand and give yourself the opportunity to be better, you will.
Yeah.
All right. So, speak on some of the criticism, because I love your style and how you got a new, fresh style, and I've heard some criticism of it's too not gospel and it's maybe too secular. How do y'all respond to that?
Well, we're not fans of giving. We're not fans of giving much attention to the negativity. It doesn't help us to grow. It doesn't help us to be positive. It makes you, angry and frustrated. So
it makes you heavy and weighs you down.
So we don't give much attention to that. We do understand that we are in a position where we present what we present to the public. So we're open to public scrutiny, and we're perfectly fine with the fact that everyone doesn't agree with our style or our lyrical content or our, the instrumentation and all that kind of stuff. Everybody's not going to like you. There are people out there who've sold 150 million records, and I don't know their name or their song. And that doesn't mean that anything's wrong with it. It's just everybody is not for everybody. And so those who have a lot of comments and that are not so positive, I think that maybe our music is just not for them.
And that's fine. God bless you, and you can feel free to listen to whoever you choose to listen to.
Works for you, do that.
But we know that we are serving a purpose. We know that we are reaching the mark, the people that we're supposed to touch and encourage and uplift. We know that for certain because we've been out and talked to people. And, it's every now and again you'll see, like, on the internet or somebody say something. I don't know where they're from. I don't even know if it's a 12-year-old kid who heard their mom complaining, and so you just jump in. So you don't give that much value to it anyway. Unless it's coming from my sister or, my mom or somebody that I believe that truly loves me and supports me. When it comes from those people, then I'll stop to listen. But when it's just somebody random and I can't give you that much value in my life.
It's like this. When those who know our character question it, then we listen. When those who don't know us from Adam, it don't matter. Who cares? I mean,
God bless you.
I'm trying to check myself out and make sure I ain't doing the wrong thing. But if you still think so, and I done did all my self-checking, that's cool. You just, go your way and, pray for me. Maybe I get it right, I guess, in your eyes one day.
So who do you listen to outside of the gospel realm?
Oh my, I listen to
some of everybody.
Soul music. A lot of Michael Jackson.
Just,
probably more then now.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with like Motown sound and stuff. I love Aretha Franklin. I love Al Green. I love Michael Jackson. I love Whitney Houston. I love the Bee Gees.
I love Mary J. and Alicia and Beyonce.
I think Jay-Z is just incredible. And we listen to everything gospel that you can think of. The old school, the new school, the traditional, the contemporary. all of it.
Well, some of it isn't. All of it isn't all my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. Some of it's like I let my mom listen to that one. That's my thing.
like
per
Mahalia
se.
Jackson, like she she was a staple in gospel, great music, but that's not music that really grabs me. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's not necessarily music that we gravitate to. But we are music lovers.
Yeah.
We're like real musicians. We love I love country music. Just people who can tell a story well, have clever approaches to make you think, or they can put you in whatever space they're in by painting a picture. Like, we appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Great melodies, great production. So we're music lovers, all kinds.
I'd like to thank you ladies for spending time with us, and Dallas Weekly, Mary Mary.